What up, y'all? In this episode, I want to talk about Cleveland Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski and whether he should be fired or not. A lot of Cleveland Browns fans are saying that Kevin Stefanski needs to go. He just needs to go. He's not the one. He's not it. They don't like his play calling. They think he should give up play calling responsibilities. They don't like his offense. His offense does not look good this year. And he's always looking for a scapegoat. That's some of the things that I'm hearing fans say on social media, sports talk radio, and just kind of all over. It's kind of the same thing. So today I just want to talk about that. So, in my opinion, I don't believe he should be fired just yet. This year is the year. This is his fourth season. He's had all the excuses. He's had all the mulligans that he's gonna have. Um, we all know owner Jimmy Haslam is quick to pull the trigger on coaches, on getting them out of there. So for Stefanski, the last 4 years, honestly, is an achievement in itself. So I just believe Kevin Stefanski has some work to do. Uh, there's no excuses. Like last year, you had an excuse. You had Jacoby Brissett. Deshaun Watson wasn't there. He came back after 11 week suspension or 11 game suspension. I'm sorry. Um, he wasn't there. He was rusty. We had that excuse. Mulligan. 2021, Baker Mayfield tore up his non-throwing shoulder. Mulligan, right? Like we just kind of kept giving mulligans. Then last year, the defense wasn't playing up to par, so you got rid of Joe Woods. Uh, Special teams wasn't that great, so you got rid of the special teams coordinator. I'm sorry, I'm having a brain freeze. I forgot what his name is, but this year defense, best defense in the league. Hired Jim Schwartz, literally the best defense in the league. Special teams coordinator Bubba Watson. Special teams is looking decent, solid, right? You got rid of the kicker, Cade York, brought in Dustin Hopkins. He's been making his field goals. No excuse there. So the only thing that's lacking, honestly, this season is the offense. Um, that's on Kevin Stefanski. He's the off. He's like I know Alex Van Pelt is the offensive coordinator, but Kevin Stefanski, this is your offense, right? Like when the defense wasn't playing well, got rid of the defensive coordinator. Special teams wasn't up to par, got rid of the special teams coordinator. The offense is on you. You don't have any excuses. You can't point the finger at Alex Van Pelt. You can't point the finger at Stump. You can't point the finger at anybody, right? That's you, right? Like you're, and especially since you're calling the plays. So the biggest thing that I see that Kevin Stefanski needs to really work on is situational awareness and play calling in certain situations. It's too many times in the games where he gets a little cute, right? Tries to be too tricky, tries to outsmart the opposing defense. But I just feel like at a point you have to go out there and just execute. Call the play that's gonna work and execute. When you do all these trick plays and you try to outsmart all the time and try to be the smartest on the field, this is like to me it shows a lack of confidence that your players can get the job done, that your players can actually execute. That's what it shows me, that you just don't trust them at all. So you gotta pull out all the stops and do all this other stuff that is just not necessary. So like on a 3rd and 2, you're doing all these trickery. I mean, you don't think your guy can get 2 yards? You don't think your running back can get 2 yards? Right? You know what I'm saying? Like these reverses to Elijah Moore. Come on, man. You got to stop that. It just doesn't work. So on that front, I do understand the Browns fans when they're saying he got to go, but kind of give him a little bit of a break because what he was facing and what the Browns team as a whole was facing last week against the San Francisco 49ers, and for them to still pull out that victory, You got to give him a break. You got to let him breathe on this one, right? That's just how I feel, and that's where I think a lot of the media and some other Brown fans that are more logical, uh, they're like, okay, pump your brakes. I get it. Stefanski hasn't been the best, but he did something that nobody thought we were going to be able to do. So let's give him a little bit of a break on that. But week 13, 14, 15, if this offense still looks like this and we're in a battle for the playoffs and we don't make the playoffs by like one game or something like that, there's gonna be games where you can go back and look and say the offense didn't execute. There's gonna be plays. There's gonna be series where you can look at like, man, if he didn't call that play, or if he didn't do this, or if he didn't do that, we might have won that game. We might be in the playoffs. So I get it. You can't, you know, absolve Stefanski of responsibility or accountability when they win, but you can't be too hard on him when he loses because it's so many things that go into it. So he's in his fourth year. He came to the season on the hot seat. We all know that. Um, just got to get it done. But just let him give us some time. Again, Deshaun Watson has not been playing for the past few weeks, so give us some time. Let it breathe, and then we'll see. We'll see later on in the season if the Browns are in a position to make the playoffs and make a run. And if not, then we gotta start looking at some head coaching candidates as we do every few years. Unfortunately, in the Cleveland Browns kingdom, we we've been through this too many times, especially since '99. So give him some time. Let us see what he can do with a healthy Deshaun Watson. The run game is a little bit banged up. Let's see if Andrew Berry can bring in some guys. Receiver room isn't really performing. Offensive line is beat up. Let's see what Andrew Berry can do. Put that with Stefanski, and let's ride out. Let's just see what we can do. But give him a break. Give him a little bit of time. Uh, but by the end of the season, the Browns should be in the playoffs, or Stefanski is going to be gone anyway. So there's that. Let me know what you guys think. Hop up in the comments section. Be sure to like, subscribe, put your notification bell on. Let's keep it going, man. I told you I'm out here. Peace.